Mizkif says he can talk about it and then somehow talks about everything.
I'm only going to say this. I really can't talk about it because it is involved in the lawsuit.
Yeah, today we're diving back into the Mizkif lawsuit drama, the OTK fallout, the Imiru allegations, and the strange pattern that keeps repeating: silence, slip up, clip goes viral, and then damage control.
She has made several accusations against me, some of which were outright false. The resulting court case, both with Emmy and OTK, are things that I plan to handle privately.
Let's start with the biggest shift people noticed. After months of openly reacting, ranting, and oversharing, Mizkif suddenly switched modes. No more detailed responses, no more off-the-cuff explanations, just short, lawyer-approved lines.
I want to make this very clear for people that either have watched YouTube videos or just want to completely not listen to anything that I said in my stream, or have seen clips and may have been misinformed. I never assaulted Emiru. It's time to go full demon time. I never abused Emiru. And I never stalked Emiru.
Which sounds responsible until you realize he keeps circling the topic anyway.
I'm not going to go into it any further because my lawyers are dealing with this and this is currently in a court case. But time will tell the truth.
Since moving platforms and focusing on regular streams, Mizkif has clearly tried to rebrand his image. Less drama talk, more casual content, more fresh start energy. But the problem is, the lawsuit is still active and the internet never forgets. And that's where the hypocrisy accusations come in. Because despite everything hanging over him, Mizkif still chose to comment on other creators' controversies, including situations involving relationship behavior and accountability.
Honestly, as someone that was very close to Pokimane and defended her for years, this bothers me. Does this bother anyone else?
Now pause right there. That's where a lot of viewers lost patience. People weren't even saying his take were 100% wrong. They were saying he is the worst possible messenger. When you're detailing with serious allegations yourself, calling out others publicly doesn't come off as principled. It comes off as reputation repair. And yes, many believe it was clip farming. Let's be honest, controversial opinions is equal to engagement. Engagement is equal to relevance, and relevance is equal to survival on streaming platforms. That pattern showed up again when old clips resurfaced. Some clips highlighted actual concerns, jealousy, control, emotional behavior tied to viewership. Others, massive stretches, out of context moments being labeled as something far more extreme than they actually were. And here's the real issue. When people focus on weak or exaggerated claims, it gives someone under fire an easy escape. They can point at the bad arguments instead of addressing the strong ones. That happened repeatedly. Instead of conversations staying centered on accountability, they turned into debates about random clips, jokes, or moments that didn't actually move the discussion forward. Now let's talk about the platform switching. Mizkif openly admitted that streaming elsewhere makes him more money, even with fewer viewers. That's not shocking, but pairing with "I don't care what people think" speeches while actively responding to haters every time criticism ramps up, there's a pattern. Address it briefly, minimize it, redirect, and move on. But then, boom, another clip, another statement, another reaction. The OTK lawsuit details made things even worse. When reports mentioned internal conflicts and even physical altercations within OTK, that instantly grabbed attention. Mizkif had to respond, not emotionally, but strategically, because silence would let speculation explode, so he confirmed just enough to shut rumors down without giving details. Classic crisis management. But then came the restraining order discussion. Mizkif repeatedly emphasized that no restraining order had been filed against him, framing it as proof that accusations were exaggerated or dishonest. Critics immediately pushed back, pointing out that restraining orders take time and aren't public performance pieces, and that's where things get uncomfortable, because instead of letting legal process play out quietly, both sides are now fighting narratives, not just cases, and narratives live forever online. Which brings us to the biggest question: is this really a fresh start or just a pause between the next wave? safe, because as the lawsuit develops, more documents, responses, and timelines will surface, and when that happens, the spotlight comes right back, and no platform switch can change that. At this point, one thing is clear: this isn't just about Mizkif or Mew or OTK, it's about how internet fame, legal battles, and public perception collide in real time. You can't speedrun accountability, you can't clip farm your way out of court, and you definitely can outpace the internet. So the real question isn't, will this drama stop? It's when the next chapter drops, because trust me, it will. Watch this video next, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers!